You know that feeling when the road opens up and everything around you fades away? That's where the 2026 Honda CBR500R Four begins. A bike that doesn't need to shout to prove its point. It just exists with quiet confidence, like it knows exactly what it is. Sharp, smooth, and effortlessly capable. The design speaks first. The front fairing looks leaner, more focused. The twin LED eyes stare ahead with intent. The body lines glide from front to tail like a single motion frozen in metal. Honda's design team didn't go wild. They went wise. Every curve serves a purpose. Every edge slices air. It's that blend of grace and aggression only Honda seems to understand. Twist the throttle and the sound is pure precision. The 471cc parallel twin doesn't roar. It sings. The new intake and exhaust tune bring a little more punch at higher revs, yet it still delivers that smooth surge of power that's become its trademark. It's predictable in the best way. No drama, just flow. Out on the road, the balance is the first thing that hits you. The bike feels light but planted. The updated Showa suspension soaks up city bumps and stays rock steady on fast sweepers. You lean in and it responds instantly. No hesitation, no surprise. The front brake gives solid bite. The ABS feels smarter now, more natural when things get a bit spicy. And then there's the new digital dash. Crisp, minimal, and modern. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Riding aids are subtle, never intrusive. The throttle response is smoother, the clutch action lighter. You can feel Honda's obsession with refinement in every small detail. The best part is how it fits different kinds of riders. For new riders, it's forgiving and approachable. For the experienced ones, it's a reminder that fun doesn't have to come with 200 horsepower. It's that perfect middle ground. Thrilling when you want it, calm when you don't. Every time you get off it, you realize it's not just a motorcycle, it's a companion. The kind that encourages you to ride further, stay longer, explore more. It's not trying to be a superbike. It's trying to be the bike that makes you fall back in love with riding itself. The 2026 Honda CBR500R Four is not about domination. It's about connection between rider, road, and machine. It reminds you that power isn't everything, balance is. The 2026 Honda CBR500R Four isn't chasing headlines or trying to be the loudest machine in the showroom. It's doing something far more interesting. It's balancing emotion and engineering in a way that feels almost personal. This is the bike for riders who don't just want speed, they want soul. See, every motorcycle promises performance. Torquey figures, power output, top speed. We've all heard the same lines before, but very few manage to strike that sweet spot where the heart races and the mind nods in approval. That's where Honda has quietly mastered the art. With the new CBR500R Four, they've tuned the experience, not just the engine. The word balance doesn't sound dramatic, but it's exactly what separates a good ride from a great one. When you swing a leg over this bike, it doesn't intimidate you. It welcomes you. It doesn't demand skill, it rewards it. The throttle feels alive under your hand, yet smooth enough that you trust it instantly. The chassis carries you with grace, corner after corner, never fighting you, always working with you. It's the kind of harmony that makes you forget the specs and focus on the feeling. There's something poetic about how the 2026 version carries itself. Honda didn't redesign it to shock you. They refined it to move you. The fairing lines are sharper, but not wild. The LED setup is modern, but not overdone. It's a bike that looks fast even when it's standing still, but what really hooks you is how it feels once you're in motion. And that's where the curiosity begins. You start to wonder, how did Honda make a mid-range sport bike feel this dialed in? How did they make it this comfortable and yet this engaging? How can something so balanced still be so exciting? Every twist of the throttle answers one question and raises another. The CBR500R Four doesn't hit you with brute force. It teases you with precision. It's not about how fast you can go, it's about how good it feels to get there. That's the magic of the 2026 CBR500R Four. It's a reminder that a great motorcycle doesn't have to overwhelm you. It has to inspire you. It should make you want to take the long way home. It should make you wake up early just to hear that engine hum. And when a bike does that, it's not just a machine anymore. It becomes an extension of you. So if you've ever wondered what happens when Honda builds with heart and logic in perfect sync, you're about to find out. The CBR500R Four isn't just built for riders, it's built around them. Stick around because this is where the story really begins. And if you're already feeling that spark, that mix of curiosity and excitement, hit that like button, drop a comment, and tell me what you think Honda got right this time. Because the 2026 CBR500R Four isn't just balanced, it's beautifully, deliberately human. The story of the 2026 Honda CBR500R Four isn't about revolution. It's about evolution. The kind that sneaks up on you not with flashy numbers or wild redesigns, but with the quiet confidence of a brand that knows exactly what it's doing. This bike doesn't scream for attention, it earns respect with refinement. It's Honda showing that progress doesn't always come from tearing things apart. Sometimes it's about knowing what not to change. For years, the CBR500R has lived in that middle ground. Not a beginner's toy, not a hardcore racer, just right in between. And for 2026, Honda didn't push it out of that lane. They polished it until it gleamed. It's evolution done with a craftsman's touch. Every update feels deliberate. The improved airflow through the bodywork, the recalibrated throttle mapping, the sharper handling. All these tweaks might sound small on paper, but when you ride it, they add up. It's like Honda tightened every screw of the riding experience until it clicked perfectly into place. And that's the genius here, they know their audience. The CBR500R Four isn't trying to impress track junkies chasing milliseconds or collectors hunting limited editions. It's for real riders. The ones who hit the road every weekend, who want excitement but also comfort, who crave a machine that fits into their life without overpowering it. The 2026 version feels built with that understanding. It's faster, yes. It's smoother, yes. But above all, it's smarter. That evolution shows in how it feels under you. The new ECU mapping gives it just the right kick off the line. A cleaner, crisper pull through the mid-range. The handling feels tighter but never twitchy. You can push it through bends with confidence, knowing it'll respond like a loyal dance partner. Precise, predictable, and full of rhythm. And when you finally slow down, it's still composed, never fussy. That's not luck. That's Honda's quiet obsession with balance, re-engineered year after year until it feels almost effortless. Visually, too, the evolution tells a story. Honda didn't chase the futuristic look that some brands force into their sport bikes. Instead, they went for subtle aggression, sharper angles, deeper color tones, and a design language that feels mature yet modern. It's the kind of bike you notice not because it's loud, but because it's right. Everything flows together, from the nose to the tail, from the fairing lines to the seat stitching, like it was sculpted, not assembled. And that's where curiosity really kicks in. Because as you watch it glide by, or better yet, ride it yourself, you realize this is what evolution looks like when a brand truly listens. You start wondering how many late nights went into fine-tuning that throttle curve, or how many test riders had to say almost perfect before Honda made it perfect. That's what makes it special. It's not just an update, it's an understanding born from experience. So if you've been thinking that evolution means boring, think again. The 2026 Honda CBR500R Four is proof that progress doesn't need fireworks. It needs focus. And Honda once again has delivered just that. Precision in motion, refinement that feels almost emotional. If that kind of evolution excites you as much as it does me, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell me, do you think Honda's perfecting the formula or just warming up for something bigger? There's something deeper running through the veins of the 2026 Honda CBR500R Four. Something that goes beyond numbers, beyond features, beyond the usual checklist of a motorcycle review. This bike doesn't just perform, it connects. It captures the spirit of modern motorcycling in a way that feels almost cinematic. It's not about what you see on paper. It's about what you feel once that engine wakes up and the world starts to blur around you. And here's the twist. This connection isn't loud or obvious. It builds slowly like a song that starts soft and keeps adding layers. The first few minutes on the bike feel familiar, smooth, composed, unmistakably Honda. But as the miles roll on, something shifts. The throttle feels more alive. The engine note deepens. The steering starts to feel like an extension of your own thoughts. That's when it hits you. This bike isn't just reacting to you, it's reading you. It's almost unsettling how natural it feels. Every motion is met with just the right response. Lean into a curve and it glides effortlessly, as if it knew the corner was coming. Ease off the throttle and the engine settles into a calm hum that almost feels like a breath. It's mechanical harmony, but it feels human. And that's the secret. The CBR500R Four doesn't want to impress you with brute force. It wants to pull you in with finesse. There's a certain suspense to that realization. You start wondering, how far can this connection go? Is this still a machine, or is it something more? The deeper you ride into the experience, the harder it becomes to separate yourself from it. That's when you understand this isn't just Honda showing off engineering. It's Honda showing empathy. Every rider knows the thrill of power, that instant rush when you twist the throttle. But the CBR500R Four delivers something rarer, a sense of trust. You can feel it in how it handles, how it stops, how it holds itself steady at high speed without a hint of nervousness. It's as if Honda studied not just how we ride, but why we ride. They've built a bike that understands the emotional side of the equation, the escape, the freedom, the need for something real in a world that's constantly digital. And maybe that's why the CBR500R Four feels so alive. It bridges the past and the future, the mechanical pulse of classic Hondas with the precision of modern technology. It's a reminder that motorcycles aren't just transport. They're an experience, a language between rider and road. So if you've been waiting for a bike that does more than move you physically, one that grips you emotionally, that makes every ride feel like a story, this might just be it. The 2026 Honda CBR500R Four isn't just another update, it's a statement. A promise that Honda still knows how to make your heart race, not just your wheels spin. And trust me, this is just the beginning of the story. If you're as curious as I am to see how deep this connection goes, hit that subscribe button. Because what's coming next might just change how we define the word rider. Every ride tells a story, and the 2026 Honda CBR500R Four reminds us that true power lies in balance, evolution, and connection. It's not about speed, it's about feel. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Honda's masterpiece, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more rides that stir both heart and soul. Fun fact, this CBR's design was fine-tuned using actual rider feedback worldwide.